Hello, hello everyone. It is Tuesday. I always forget what day it is when I'm about to say it is in my intros every single time. Not every single time, but a lot of times. Anyway, it's Professor Layton and the Diabolical Box. Last time we were doing a puzzle that involved a circle that was very touchy in terms of where you had to draw the circle, which was very frustrating because I even looked it up online and it was exactly what Mancart was suggesting and what I was drawing. It was frustrating, but we finished the puzzle. We got it done. We have to go back to the inn, hotel, same thing. There's a difference between an inn and a hotel, I guess. Hey Mancart, welcome in. In front of the museum, they notice a large emblem in the shape of a goat carved into the stone floor. Seeing this, the professor suddenly announced his need to speak with Inspector Chelmy. Oh. The professor has taken a renewed interest in the photo recovered from Dr. Schrader's home. That's right, the goat head is in the picture that we recreated, I think? Yeah? I need to... hold on. I was just doing something with Honkai Star Rail. Nice. This one? Okay. I'm trying to... My mouth is moving on my VTuber a little too big. Let's try that. That looks a little better, I think? Maybe? No. How about that? Is that better? No, it's still very... Am I doing the wrong thing? How about that? Yeah, that's a little better. There we go. Okay. No. Okay. I'll just leave it here, I think. Yeah. Oh, Mancart, hydrate? Yeah, I can hydrate already. Yeah, that's for sure. I can do that. Drink or stink? I don't want to stink. I just took a shower. Okay, water drink. Click that. Okay, let's continue on with Professor Layton. Alright. Alright, here is Chelmy. Let's see if he's got a puzzle or if he is just gonna talk. Inspector, there's something I need to ask you. Can you spare just a moment?
Aw, Layton, I see you've been busy. I didn't think you'd manage to solve 50 puzzles so soon.
Oh, you're the gatekeeper of the puzzle gatekeeper. Okay, I'm gonna save again. Oh, he did. He did have a puzzle.
I hear you've been very busy sniffing around town for clues. Tell me, has your search yielded any genuinely useful facts yet?
Perhaps. Would you mind showing me the photo you recovered from the doctor's apartment?
Oh, am I to understand there's a clue to be found in that photo? Huh. Well, I see you've solved 50 puzzles so far, so I can tell you're serious about the investigation. My top priority is solving this case, so if you think you can help, I might as well show you the thing. What the devil?
Is something the matter, sir?
There's a blasted hole in my pocket.
Oh no! Oh shit, that's pretty big.
I've been scattering the pieces about without even noticing. This is the low point of my career. It seems that all that remains of the photo is this one scrap.
Oh boy, we have to collect photo scraps. Let's go. I guess we'll just have to give up on ever seeing that photo again, huh?
Tough to say. The pieces were still all in my pocket when we entered Full Sense, I'm sure of that much.
Inspector, do you recall the path you took around town over the past couple hours?
Bits of it, yes. Let's see.
Ah, here is the puzzle. Chelmie's route. Use what the inspector remembers to find the path he took through town.
Well, only one turn I made was at an intersection with a cafe on it. Oh, and I also passed in front of one hot hat shop. Oh, and one flower shop too, and I didn't walk any farther than necessary.
Not that you've heard his recollection, can you trace the route the inspector took through town? Okay, cafe is, a coffee, flower is a flower, a hat is a hat. Well, only one turn I made was at an intersection with a cafe on it. Okay. Oh, and I also passed in front of one hat shop. Okay. Oh, and one flower shop too, and I didn't walk any further than necessary. Is it that simple? Only one turn I made. Hey Game Blaster! Yeah, no problem. Oh, thank you for following! I think you were the one who was doing a D&D session, right? How did it go? I couldn't stay for very long. I think I'm thinking of the... Yep, okay, cool, I got it right. That's great. I feel like this must be it, but he says only one turn. It was good? Awesome. Well, only one turn I made was at an intersection with a cafe. Oh, so maybe it's this? No, because then he doesn't pass by... Oh, wait, no, hold on. That doesn't seem right either. It was good, Game Blaster? Were you the one doing Tomb of Annihilation? Okay, so how do you do the thing with the time where you tell the time and it shows as it when it would be their time on Discord? There is a website called hammertime.cyu. Let me drop it in chat. I think, let me... Hammer, yeah, okay. Grab that, put it in chat. There you go. It's very handy, Mancart. It's probably the best invention for Discord. Okay, wait. Yep, Tomb of Annihilation. I'm still getting a hang of the day-to-day hex crawl stuff, but otherwise it's been really fun. Yeah, I actually wrote an Excel spreadsheet and coded in a roller for me to roll morning, day, afternoon, and night for the encounters and stuff for the hex crawl. I haven't released it. I really should, because I'm sure a lot of DMs would find it really helpful. It's just I don't know how the code, because I feel like when you share Excel spreadsheets, the code doesn't share or something. I'd have to check it out and test it with somebody. And I also didn't finish completely coding it. Like, I was gonna write a thing that lets it smartly, in quotes, roll for you, so like you don't get multiples of the same thing one after the other. It'll roll for unique encounters more often than repeating. Like, it'll try and go through the list first before actually repeating ones, which I was going to program and I did not. It also has like some optional rules, I think, and by optional I mean homebrew. I think I don't know if there's a weather chart, but I added a weather thing, and it also does like temperature. And then you can add in like the player's perception or survival checks and things like that to do the rolls for you. The only problem with it is it doesn't link. I use D&D Beyond for like monster data and things like that, so it doesn't link to them, so I have to open up tabs when I'm running it. But other than that, it's pretty good. I'm currently running Tomb of Annihilation with a in-person group, and then I ran it previously to that for like a year. Well, he wouldn't walk backwards. That's freaking awesome, yeah. I'm running it in Foundry. Ooh, Foundry, nice. I have a macro to roll everything from temp, weather, random encounter, random non-encounter, descriptions, whatnot, but I'm still stumbling on keeping the moment-to-moment interesting. Yeah, I'm kind of lazy, so I just, like, say, oh, this happened, and then use the description. I don't really go beyond it, but, like, I feel like it's something that you have to roll ahead of time and then look at it and, like, prep and try and combine things. There's also, I don't know if you know about this, but there's like some people, other DMs who give tips saying like, oh, move the locations on the Tomb of Annihilation map so it's within your party's like travel lane, so that they can actually interact with a lot of the optional content and stuff. I haven't done that because I used Roll20 for Tomb of Annihilation, and it's just really hard to move things around on the map because they're already set in place. But I think it would be easier, probably easier in Foundry because you have to put everything in it anyway. It's nice that, yeah, because in Foundry you can do the macros and that's really easy. Okay, I'm using hint coins. Spectre says he took one turn on a block of the cafe, but that doesn't mean he had to turn in the direction of the cafe he saw. Instead, what he's essentially saying here is that he was only able to turn once at any intersection with the cafe. Begin by heading right from the starting point. Okay, so it is that. I think it's... I feel like it's this. Because you walk by a flower shop, you walk by a hat shop. And I feel like it's something like this. I don't know. I need a third hint. When you reach the goal, you'll be coming at it from the left. Alright, so it was this. That feels too easy. How far are you in the campaign? We just got to Fort Belluarian to buy the Charter of Expedition. My players did not go to Fort Belluarian. They are almost, they're on their way. They just made it to Cursabal, so we're on the fast track to Omu right now. They're probably gonna have to get the Black Lotus at Nongalore and then come back to Cursabal and then get the flight. And I was just gonna make it so they just go over there to Omu. I don't care if it's only 3 days. Like, I just want them to fast travel over there because they're level 5 now, and that's kind of like the upper end of the jungle hex crawl portion. So I am putting them in Omu so we can do the Omu hex crawl portion. It's not a hex crawl, but you know what I mean, the random encounters. We did which ones do we do? Oh, nice. Have they run into any flaming fists? The jungle who are pissed they don't have a charter? No. I did get a random encounter where it had a flaming fist dead, caused by is it pixie dragon? Is that what they're called? But that was it. We didn't do any flaming fist stuff. I did mention about the flaming fist fairy dragon. Yeah, sorry. Thank you, Game Blaster. I did mention that one of the guides was a flaming fist, and I have a paladin in the party who's from the Sword Coast, so he knew about the flaming fists and was like, I told them like, oh, they're not a great group, and etc, etc. So we didn't have them interact. They were avoiding basically flaming fists or dealing with them, sort of thing. I didn't go into flaming fists essentially. They're getting more of the undead story, the Rasnisi stuff, because the guides they picked was oh my god, Weed/Koopalue and oh my god, I forgot his name. The druid guy who hates undead. Hold on, let me get that back up. Kawasha, yes. Yeah, Kawasha, thank you. There's a lot to tackle in this campaign. Yes, there is. Yeah. I just realized I have to be careful about what I'm saying because I do have some of my players watching my streams. Not like currently, but I know that he's watched some of my VODs. Yeah, the Tomb of Annihilation is interesting because it's kind of a sandbox, but it's also not because the players don't know where the locations are, and so you as a DM have to like lead them to these locations. And it's like it's a sandbox in the sense that the DM has a lot that they can work with, but they're the ones that basically kind of guide the party where to go because they have to introduce all the locations. Otherwise, the players have no clue what's going on because it's supposedly, like, most likely your player characters are not from Cholt. I'm not saying that you can't have players from Cholt, and I did in my first game that I ran it. I had one player who was actually a guide, so he was the one that led the party around in the jungle. But in this current one that I'm doing, none of the characters are from Cholt, so like they have no background. So it's like I have to make sure that I give them some hints and stuff along the way. And so Tomb of Annihilation is a little hard because of that. I personally think it's a better module than some of the other ones just because I really enjoy running the tomb. I thought I really liked the puzzles, I really liked the traps, like it was really fun, and I felt like if I was a player, I would have a lot of fun playing the dungeon. It's just, there's a lot of stuff that leads up to the tomb that you have to go through. Yeah, I prefer players to not be from a place so they can learn about it fresh. Yeah, I think it's also a better experience, especially for Cholt itself, just because it's a big unknown. It's meant to be spooky, scary, not spooky, scary, but like kind of like a scary unknown kind of situation. And I'm not saying like I didn't have fun and my players didn't have fun with the player character that was from Cholt. And also it was nice because I could be like, hey, you know this information about Cholt, and he could divulge it to the players. But at the same time, it's like, you know, it's supposed to be a surprise kind of that there's dinosaurs in the jungle, right? Like, I mean, that's one of the things that I try to sell Tomb of Annihilation with is like dinosaurs are in the jungle. Yeah, I get what you mean. It can't be this simple though. Oops, it closed. Maybe, would it make sense for it to be like this? But he wouldn't backtrack is the thing. Okay, yeah, no worries, Game Blaster. Okay, I'm gonna try this, and it's going to be wrong.
This should do the trick.
Yeah, it is wrong. Thank you, Professor Layton.
Oh, my.
Be sure to consider everything the inspector has to say where he walked. Yes, okay. Next, I'm gonna try... This one is actually kind of hard for me. Next I'm gonna try... that. No, it's supposed to be from the left. I messed up. No. Layton, don't be disappointed in me. Stop. Don't tip your hat at me.
Possibility eliminated.
Okay. That?
This should do the trick.
Oh, okay. Alright, Layton. Okay. Hold on. Gotta get all the picker. Oh. Shoot. I think I loaded the right file. Yeah, I did. Okay. Okay, it was like this. That.
And now to test my theory.
Point the finger at me.
Wonderful.
That's right, you may have figured out the inspector's path through town, but the search for those photographs is just beginning.
Then, after leaving the northeast corner of town, I came straight back to the hotel.
That should be enough information to get started. Thank you. Come, Luke, let's see if we can't recover the pieces of that photo by retracing the inspector's steps. What's so important about the photo, Professor? I'm unsure of the photo's content, but I have every confidence that it will lead us to the Elysium box. Say no more! I'm sold! After all, your intuition never fails. Let's hurry to the northeast corner. I think we can get there through the little path where that bulldog was sitting. Yes, let's. I'll lead the way. Okay, but is Flora still in the room? Oh, thank God. I thought I had a puzzle sent to Granny. Ooh, that scared me. The professor and Luke decide to investigate the northeast corner of town. Yes, I would like to save my progress. Chapter 5, Shadows on Street Corners. Alright, I should probably write that I'm on Chapter 5. Alright. Flora, are you there? I cannot go into— oh, thank God. Where's Flora? Ah, you startled me. Where did you get off to, Flora? Me? Well, come now, Luke. A gentleman never forces a lady to say more than she wants to. Oops, of course. Where are my manners? Sorry, Flora. Aw, don't give it a second thought. Say, how'd your investigation go? Did you find out anything more about the Elysian box? A bit, but nothing concrete. What we need is more time to comb the area for clues. We could be quite a while, so if you feel tired, go ahead and turn in, dear. I will. I sure hope you two find a good solid lead soon. Flora? I know you're probably not Flora, but I still worry about you. I still worry about you even though I'm pretty sure you were captured and, you're an imposter. How am I doing, Goof? How am I doing, Chestnut is what I mean. I was reading your message. I am doing good, was stuck on a puzzle for quite a while and was talking to Game Blaster about Tomb of Annihilation, D&D. But yeah, I'm doing good. How about you, Chestnut? How about you? She does not have a puzzle. I'll be here resting. You two be careful out there. We will, Flora. Do feel better soon. Alright. These two probably have a puzzle. Or at least one of them. It's always a puzzle. No matter what person it is, it's always a puzzle. Oh, he's got one.
Keep this under your hats, but that hole in the inspector's pocket? A dog did that.
A dog, officer? What dog?
Inspector Chelmy had an, altercation with a canine by a path to the northeast corner of town.
I'm chilling, vibing out and playing random games. Nice, Chestnut. Well, dogs can sniff out mean people, you know. That's just more proof that he needs to be nicer.
Sir may seem a bit prickly at times, but he's actually quite kind. Would you care to hear a puzzle the inspector once told me?
Okay, Barton. Chelmy sent his squad out to investigate an incident. Before leaving, he said this. Is this a puzzle Chelmy gave you?
I want you to search the entire area shown on this map. Take any route you want, but report how many times you turned in the process. You're free to turn left or right, but U-turns are strictly forbidden.
The Bobbies completed their shift and returned to report their turns. Judging by the reports, though, it seems at least one man wasn't telling the truth. Mark the liars with an X. It seems at least one man wasn't telling the truth. Take any route you want, but report how many times you turn in the process. You're free to turn left or right, but U-turns are strictly forbidden? This is a lot of math. Okay, welcome back, Chestnut. I was about to type. Chillin', vibing out and playing random games? Nice, what games are you playing? I need hint coins. This is some math that I can't figure out. One of the Bobbies has said he turned a total of 1,000 times during the course of the investigation. The inspector would have no reason to doubt the Bobby was... telling the truth? What? With U-turns forbidden, there's a certain logic you should be able to find in all this confusion. Is it only even numbers? Because a U-turn is 1, 2, 3, 4. So even numbers would be out? Or are we... No, U-turns, so it can't be 1, 2, 3. Even numbers are what's possible. If I'm right. A bit of few stuff, did a game of Valorant, but only play that to chill with friends. Soon gonna pop into Fallout New Vegas. Ooh, Fallout New Vegas. I had a friend who was like really into Fallout New Vegas. I bought Fallout 3 when it was announced back in the day. And I think I played it for a little while, but I'm bad at FPSs is the first thing, and I'm also a scaredy cat. First-person shooters make me really scared, because it's hard for me to tell when something's gonna pop up. Fallout's easier because they have you can go into that turn-based mode or whatever, but it's still kind of scary for me. But I do really like the world building that they have in Fallout, and like how these United States locations are all apocalyptic. I'm bad too, so I'm doing a Mel build. Nice. Oh, melee builds? Oh, makes sense. Yeah. I feel like if it's a melee build, that feels a little closer to like Skyrim kind of style, because Skyrim is... I mean, you can do magic and stuff in Skyrim for sure, and you can shoot arrows, but I feel like if you're going a fighter type in Skyrim, you're most likely going to do melee. Melee in first person is very strange for me. We love Skyrim. Nice, Chestnut. Yeah. I own Skyrim. I've played it a lot, never beaten it. I always get lost in the side quests and the exploration. Yeah. I've watched speedruns of it though, so like I kind of know what the storyline is. Fallout, Skyrim, and Red Dead was your childhood? Oh. Red Dead is one I never got into. Like, never is the wrong word. I played a little bit of it, but then I was so bad at, like, avoiding being shot and insta-killed that I was, like, very frustrated with the game. But it's really nice to have a game genre that's Western, you know, because it's, like, I don't think there's a lot of other big Western games that exist, really. I feel like Red Dead is, like, the one that I can really think of. So it's nice that it exists. Whereas, like, I think even Fallout, there's not a lot. There's, like, story-wise, I feel like there's more, apocalyptic stuff. But Skyrim is, like, you know, there's a lot of RPGs already like Skyrim. But Red Dead is, like, I feel very unique in terms of where it occupies genre. Not genre, but, like, setting in video games. Leaving the station and turning an odd number of times, regardless of the number, will land you on a vertical street. Conversely, turning an even number of times after leaving the station, and you'll end up on a road that runs horizontally across the screen. Okay. I remember watching a YouTube video about Western games and how there is less than 20 in like 20 years, or at least AAA. Oh, wow. I do remember there's some indie Westerns that have been mixing like some other like literary genres in. I think there was like that magic Western shooter. But yeah, for AAAs, there are very few Westerns for sure. And I even think among indies too, it's not very prolific. To be fair, like the Western genre is like very specifically American and pretty close to, it's like West Coast of West Coast of United States, right? Like, I don't think the culture of it is very West Coast. So it's like kind of region specific, right? And I'm not saying like East Coast folks don't know about Western stuff, because like it was a very popular movie genre back in the day. So it's not like people don't know about it, but it's very specific. Puzzle games hurt brain. When I'm DM, it's easy because I made the puzzles. Yes, Chestnut, same. My favorite TTRPG is Deadland and the Weird West, so I love Western genre. Nice! Yeah, Weird West is the one I was thinking of, I think, right? That one came out recently. Oh, wait, no, TTRPG. Oh. Wait. Am I thinking of a video game? Is there... No, maybe I'm getting them mixed up. I think I heard about the Weird West. I haven't looked into it, though. I don't know about Deadland, though. Okay, I'm just gonna cross out the odd-numbered people. Evil West is a video game? Okay. Weird West... Evil West is a video game. Weird West is a game, but forgot the full name. Okay. Sharp thinking. The two men who made 105 and 113 turns must have been goofing off. Since the men started out on a horizontal path, you can infer that if they touched an odd number of times, they'd end up on a vertical path. Conversely, if they made an even number of turns, they'd end up on a horizontal road. Any Bobby who did his job properly would have to turn an even number of times to get back to the station, which is at the end of a horizontal road. Oh, I see. I still don't quite get the math, but sure, I'm okay.
Well done, sir. Now I must be off. The inspector and I need to sweep the area for clues. Do watch yourselves when out on the streets. There's no telling what's out there. Likewise, officer.
You got a diary key? Yes! Let's read some more diary entries about some person. Father has always done what he wants, regardless of who objects. He's that way with everyone, even his sons. It's no wonder my younger brother always seems so irritated with him. Even so, he and I must endure Father's whims because, as the next in line to rule Full Sense, we cannot leave this town, even if we want to. We're stewards of this town, and we must stay here to watch over it. Is that it? There's no other text. Alright, we're gonna save before we do the next one, because the other guy probably has a puzzle. Probably. Yep, he's got a puzzle.
Welcome back, sirs. Still busy with your investigation, I see. Though lovely, our town is quite vast, so take care not to tire yourself out. I'm sure your feet must be sore, so why not sit for a moment and enjoy this puzzle I prepared?
Precious metals. Oh no. What is this? Puzzles. Just I love the Professor Layton series. I freaking love Professor Layton. But probably my least favorite part, which is, the main selling point of Professor Layton, is the puzzle. I love the characters. I love the art design. The stories are fun. I would say that Curious Village is probably the weakest. But like, I'm so interested in this strange puzzle Britain that is like parallel world Earth that exists in the Professor Layton world, that it's like, I just want the lore, I'm playing this for the lore mainly and the story, but the puzzles I'm just so glad that they have a hint coin system, and I can, if I am really stuck, I can just go online and get it solved. So yeah, and I'm not saying the puzzles are bad, because they have so many puzzles, and it's very, very cool how for each game they have a whole bunch of other puzzles. Some of them are repeats, but then they kind of add different artwork, or they do a little twist to it. But for the most part, it's like really interesting. But Yeah, I wish I didn't have to do puzzles. Lucky you, you've inherited a 5-square plot of land that's rich with precious metals. Each chunk of copper ore has a value of 1, each silver chunk has a value of 3, and each gold chunk has a whopping value of 5. You're allowed to pick 5 squares of land for yourself, but the 5 squares must be connected to each other. Squares diagonal to one another don't count as connected. Your task is to claim the most valuable 5-square plot possible. Can you do it? But the 5 squares must be connected to each other. Okay, well... okay, let's memo this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's try this. Let me see if I can do that. Okay, it looks like that. That does work. Alright. So this would be 5, 10, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, we can just do this. So that's 5, 6, 11? 6 plus 3 is 9. I can do math. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 6, 9. This is 9 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Distraction. Is that you, Chestnut? Are you the distraction? I think it's this one, isn't it? Oh no! The honks! Right? I don't think I can do anything different. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that doesn't reach. That's 6. I'm bad at counting.
Another puzzle solved.
Chestnut, no, I have not solved the puzzle yet. Shit. Is it this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
Objection!
Objection, indeed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think it's this one. Because everything else is like 9 or less.
And now to test my theory.
Got it. Thank you, Layton.
A true gentleman leaves.
Now you can do the puzzle sound. Yeah, victory. You're rich. The plot of land shown is the only one that achieves a value of 10, the highest value possible given the conditions of the puzzle. Well done, sir. Should you begin to feel weary from running around town, do stop in to rest. Periodic breaks can be quite refreshing for the mind and spirit as well as the body. Yes, Chestnut, I will hydrate. Thank you, really appreciate that. I really need to update my VTuber so it has like a drinking animation and a waving animation. I just am being very lazy these days with streaming. I just wake up and then wait like an hour before and then streams. What happens if I redeem one shot? Well, I will try and make a D&D one shot in about an hour. I have to end in 1 hour about. So we got a lot of points now, so I'm all powerful. Well, if you want me to, I can make a D&D one shot. If you want to disrupt the Professor Layton stream, it's fine. I put it there for a reason. Alright, let me say... Oh, actually, I want to read the diary entry. No longer able to tolerate Father's selfish ways, my younger brother has left full sense for good. Strangely enough, Father doesn't seem affected by it at all. If anything, he only seems more focused on excavating even more gold from the mines. Is that miserable ore worth so much to him? I'm beginning to think that I will never understand that man. It's all good. I might next time when I need inspiration, for sure. Actually, I know that you're not going to redeem it, but I can show you what I have when I write, like, one-shots or, like, try to get inspiration for stuff. I don't know if you were here. It's if you've seen a stream where I've done that. Give me a moment. I need to open it up. Oh, no, I do not want to toggle on toggle keys. No, stop it. No, no. My tablet pressed buttons on my keyboard. Okay. Where is Steam? Then Tabletop Simulator. Soon I'll be making one-shots every 2 weeks, so inspo is always fun. Yeah, for sure. Let me get... I have to wait for Tabletop Simulator to open. It is a widescreen game, right? I'm not crazy, right? Hold on. This one. There we go. And mute you. Okay, so, I have a thing set up in Tabletop Simulator. Let me make it so it's actually full screen. Where is the settings? There we go. All right, cool. So this one. So there's this thing that I kickstarted called the Story Engine, and it's a bunch of cards in real life that you could also do PDF and print it out yourself, that I put into Tabletop Simulator so I could just use it with an infinite table space rather than a limited table space. So there's a bunch of cards. Oh, that's it. Okay. So it's an interesting how it works. So if you look at the bottom portion on my screen, it's really hard to see because there's a lot of text and my screen is small. But what you do is you take an agent card, which is a person, and then you take an engine card, which kind of says what they'll possibly do, and then an anchor card or objects, locations, or events, and then that's kind of related to the engine card, or what the agent's motivation could be, and then there's a conflict that's related to it, so it kind of like makes it difficult for whatever the agent's trying to do. And then the aspect cards are just wrong button, are adjectives. So if I'm going to grab an agent card, so I have this, we have an explorer, a diplomat, a tourist, or a trailblazer. So then you just kind of rotate it to the side that you think you want, and it's red towards your direction. So like this one has tourist to me, so I know that it's a tourist that we're going to be working with. Let's start with a tourist, and then we do engine. So you kind of tuck the cards underneath each other. In the example here, they had them next to each other, but usually you tuck them underneath each other. So let's see. A tourist wants to hurt or damage, wants to heal or fix. Let's say wants to hurt or damage. Then it was an anchor. You can also pick a person, another agent for this, since we're doing a chain here. So, ooh, a city. I think that would be interesting. And then the conflict is, but they will have to break a religious rule, but they will have to break a personal rule. I feel like religious rule would be easier to deal with, to come up with something. Yeah, it's really cool, Chestnut. And then now I can grab some aspects to kind of give more information for these people. So a tourist, we have a haunted, valuable. Maybe he's haunted. Like, what could that be representing? And then the city, like what kind of description for this city? An arcane city, so it's a magical city. It's hard to grab cards. Might actually be easier in this case to just do it side by side. Yeah, so then we have this prompt here. So now I can build something from this. So we have a haunted tourist. So maybe he's got this ghost, or he's got like a background, like the haunting of his family or past or something like that. Wants to hurt or damage a arcane city. So maybe we could go with the city maybe did experimentation with magic, and maybe so he's a tourist, so he's not from this city, but like maybe one of his family members came to the city and was part of this experiment through whatever the city does in the background. Maybe it's like dangerous or something like that. And then they died in the process of the experiment, and they came back to their relative and started haunting them, telling them, hey, this city is awful or something like that, stop the experiments. And then maybe instead of break a religious rule, maybe it's not religious, but it's something like the city's rules. Maybe or actually maybe we could keep it with religion, like maybe the city is doing these experiments. Maybe experiments isn't good. Maybe we could go with like a ritual. Maybe there was a ritual, I think a magic ritual to I'm thinking we could do sacrifice. What else is there? Let me see if I could get some more aspect cards. Ethereal maybe. Yo, that's sick. It is a really nice system that helps build a story with relative ease. Yeah, so this is only the story engine. So, like, I've already come up with something small that could be a very big storyline, right? So that's the story engine. Then the creator made, like, 2 other related decks. So Deck of Worlds is one that helps you build out settings. So, okay, so this one, you start with, I believe, a region card. So like we have a desert. So then we have, oops, I forgot to shuffle. Then I think it's landmark. I should shuffle all these cards. Hold on. Okay, so then we have a landmark card. So in this desert, we can pick from, it either has a bridge or a farm. So I'm gonna go with a bridge. It's got a bridge in this desert. And then we have, I think, an attribute. So the attribute, good healthcare, regionally specific cheese, regionally specific spice. And so all of these, I'm like, I don't know. These don't really fit I could do the wildflowers. It would be interesting if this fantasy desert had like flowers, but like none of these feel really like something I want for this desert or bridge. So you can always grab another card and then look at the two that you have, or do it in a way that you feel like. Now the PDFs that come with it are just suggestions of how to use it. It's up to you how you want to interpret these cards. I think it's interesting. Actually, a one shot I'd play with the flowers in the desert. Yeah, yeah. Site of nature worship, source of a rare fruit, strict silence expected at all times. See, I think I kind of like the source of a rare fruit better for the desert. Actually, you can rotate it so it's on the side. So I'll do that and just let that go. And then, so I did region, landmark, namesake. Oh yeah, this is like the description. That waits of mist, of peace. Desert that waits, maybe? Maybe there's some kind of like strange magical. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Don't do that. Okay, the only problem with Tabletop Simulator is that it does things that you don't want. Desert that waits. So you have to be very careful. Source of a rare fruit. Okay, and then we did origin. Abandoned when trade routes change. Site of a tactical blunder created to imprison something. I think for the bridge it would be good to do this. And then we have an advent. So an advent is something that's like what's happening or something that will happen. And then origin is something that happened in the past. So it gives a lot of like details. Yeah, I feel that, Chestnut. I'll wait for the ad break to end. But I'll keep looking at this card. Unknown soldiers are setting up a stronghold. A visive election is underway. I think this one is better. Alright. I'll wait for the ad break to end, but I'm gonna do the Lore Master next. Actually, let me just move this. Okay. Waiting. You're back, Chestnut. Awesome. Okay, so what I made just with some cards. So we have this desert, and I think it's a source of a rare fruit. And I'll show you some other cards that we can use to figure out what kind of rare fruit it is. It's a desert that waits, so maybe there's some kind of time related thing to the desert. Maybe it's a desert that you can't access. You can't access for unless it's like a certain time or something like that, maybe. And then there's a bridge in this desert. Abandoned when trade routes change. So this bridge is probably decrepit, in ruins, kind of thing. And maybe the desert didn't used to be a desert, right? Like it's only recently it's turned into a desert, and so this bridge is no longer being used because it's a desert and people aren't crossing anymore. However, despite this, now we have soldiers setting up a stronghold suspected to be a foreign army, rebel group, or bandit camp. So maybe we could do bandit camp. They've found this desert and they're coming in here. So like that's already a story that you can work with, and you can build out a whole world map just using this. I can show you my Korakuni one, the Japanese homebrew one that I made. So going back to that rare fruit, I bet now you want to play this. It's not that I as a DM, for D&D, I actually prefer DMing than playing. I think the only things that I want to play is probably Tomb of Annihilation's the Tomb itself. There's some I want to play dungeon crawls. That's what I like. I like the combat despite the fact that I have to wait my turn, but I'm kind of impatient, so I just kind of read stuff while waiting. But that's what I enjoy for D&D as a player. I also like the roleplay, but I don't hop in as much because I've had bad experiences when I was a beginner player, so I do not try to hog the scene because I did do that and it wasn't a good experience for all the other players, and it was a little too chaotic, so I try to tone that down. So I don't quite have that much fun because I have to stop myself from going a bit too crazy. Same, I prefer DMing, but currently I'm a forever DM. You're a 99% role player. I actually don't like doing combat as a DM. I like doing combat as a player. I do not like doing combat as a DM. My problem as a DM when I'm doing combat is because I am paying attention to everybody's turn, right? And I have to be ready to like change things and interact with things, watch the rolls and all that stuff. So when it comes to my actual DMing turn where I'm running the monsters, I haven't sat there to actually think about the strategy of how to play against the players. So I'm generally pretty easy when I do combat. And then what was I gonna say? I also tend to group enemies together, which is great for the players because then they could go crazy with like call lightning or whatever. But I'm like, no, that was such a bad strategy. I know that there's like some DMing books out there about like good combat practices, and it's like part of me is like, oh, I should read these, and the other part of me is like, I won't remember these when it's time to do these. Grouping is 100% something everyone should do, otherwise it just takes too long. That's true. By grouping, I mean grouping the characters together, like the monsters together. Not the initiative order. I don't know if that's what you meant. I think once you find people you're close and feel safe with, I hope you give roleplay a go, as I always find it special. I mean, if I do like role-playing. It's like what I like to do as a DM as well. That's like my bigger strong point, rather than combat. So I like role-playing. It's just as a player, it's tougher for me because it's like I don't want to have main character syndrome, and that's kind of how I was acting when I was younger, or younger player, not literally. I was literally younger, but not in like a child younger way. So it's like, I guess I've matured as a player and as a DM, so it's like I kind of understand what to do. But at the same time, I still kind of step back. It's really hard, though, if I'm playing in a group where nobody is really kind of taking charge, because it's like I then want to take charge, but I feel guilty because it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like I don't want to be the center because I want everybody to have a chance to go for it, but at the same time, that kind of group, it's like if nobody's really taking center, then it's like somebody else has to. I also have an issue with like doing backstory stuff and having a DM have my characters that I've written in a backstory appear, because it's like I've written them in a specific way and then the DM is interpreting it in a different way. So then it's like I have issues with that because it's like I have my own idea of what it should be. And this is no offense to the DM. It's like me having trouble coming to terms with like letting go of my own creations. And so as a DM, it's easier because I'm the one creating these ideas and things like that. Whereas a player, it's like if I'm writing a backstory, it has to be pretty generic or like an orphan kind of thing. So there's not many characters that will show up, or the characters in my backstory are dead or very minor kind of thing. So I just have a lot of hangups as a player. Admittedly, I only play himbos. I just like playing dumb guy, but still have an actual personality and depth. My favorite character to play is Gruff. He's a Leonin barbarian. He is the barbarian type where it's like a setting or something like that. He took the desert one. And I came up with the idea somehow that he just really likes eating burritos, and he gets really gassy from burritos though, and when he's gassy, he lets out a really big fart. That's actually the fire that comes out of the barbarian attack when he rages, sort of thing. So instead of being angry, he's just gassy the entire time. And I just really like playing him because he's really stupid. My initial creation with him had his like int and wisdom at 7, I think, but in other places like the lowest you can go is an 8, so I was like, fine, he can be an 8 in those categories, whatever. I want him to have a -2 in his int and wiz, but it's okay. He's my favorite character to play. But I had to, that one, like, I have a character voice and things for him, so, and I don't have to be the front of the party, even though sometimes it's like, I know a solution, but I have to be careful in terms of, like, how Gruff says it, so it makes him still seem stupid, or I just admit to the party, like, outside of character. You love putting a voice on your characters? Yeah. It's hard for me because like goblins and kind of like male characters I can do a voice for. When it's usually like a human character, I can't do an accent. I'm like, I don't know what to do for you. And yeah, and like a human woman, I'm like, well, it's just my voice, right? And so I'm like, I don't know what to do with that, and so it kind of doesn't come out crazy or anything. Yeah, I just need to generate gremlin energy for goblins. Yeah, exactly. They have that gremlin voice to them. And so that's goblins are easy. And I also did like I had a dragonborn, and he had a specific voice too. Yeah. But it's harder when I'm playing a human that's usually a woman because there's no change to my inflection in voice, or I just go with a higher voice pitch sort of thing. And that's the same thing as a DM. I have a little more trouble with that. You do a nasty golem impression. I don't know if I can do golem, but my goblins, let me see if I can do it right now. I'm grubby. I'm a little goblin, and I really am grubby. And that's kind of like a goblin voice. I don't know if it comes through on stream because I have like some settings for things. That's perfect. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can do gruff.
Oh, I'm Gruff. I really like to hit things with my flaming sword. It goes poof. Oh no, I'm gassy. Do you have any burritos?
That's Gruff's voice. Let's see. I don't know if I can do my Dragonborn's voice. It's been a while since I've done him. But those are some of the voices I do. That one's pure comedy. Thank you. I love Gruff. He is a comedy character. He can't be in a serious campaign. Also, he's a Leonin, so that's a little hard to bring to like actual Faerun campaigns. I would have to do a Tabaxi, and it would break my heart because they're not technically lions. Anyway, the fruit one. If we can keep talking about this, I'm just gonna do the fruit thing. So let's see. If fruit is a... Did I shuffle these? I think I shuffled these already. Not a creature. Faction, figure, object. Location. Which one is fauna, I wonder? I actually don't know what you would do for a fruit. Juice. Okay, juice is one. Nuts? Okay, here we go. So it would be a material. All right. So I know what my material is. I'm gonna just use a token or a coin to represent it, because it's gonna be a fruit. Components, miscellaneous. Let's do a quarter. All right, so we know it's a fruit. And then what you do, so these cards, did I hear nuts? Yes, you did hear nuts. So these cards, this is the Lore Masters deck, which lets you kind of needle in on certain things. This has been really helpful for like faction building, because it gives like backgrounds, traits, and things like that to it. So if we're doing that fruit one, so I know it's a fruit, and then what you do is you pick up another material card and you flip it over. Now the flipped over card has a bunch of like things that kind of describe it. So you got traits, you got backgrounds. I think there's motivation is another one. So let's say myths describe a lost location made of this material. Produced via a ritual conducted by notorious taste or smell, sound, or light altering properties. I think we should go with a myth. So we're gonna do a myth. So if you look at the card in the myths one, it's got a little symbol. It's the location one. So we can then connect it to a location. That was, pull that. And so the front side of the card has like location places. And then we're gonna take a modifier card to kind of give it a description. But first I'm gonna see what we got. What was it? Myths describe a lost location made of this material. We could do a gulf. So let's do a gulf. And then soiled, luminous, blunt, apocalyptic. What's on the other side? Enthusiastic, intricate, eerie, inclusive. I like eerie, but that's because I like spooky things. So we're gonna rotate this up and then put that there. So now we know that this one is connected to this chain, this location that we're gonna build on here. I somehow got loads of free one-shots. This is 3K worth. Where? What? How did you? Is it like a Google Drive or something? Or did you find it online? Okay. Well, anyway, so like that's kind of the idea. And then like if I want to get another one, medicinal or nutritional properties, I think that would be a good one. From watching this? Oh. Yeah. You need to pay for it, and I've been thinking of asking the creator if I could release these cards on Tabletop Simulator, just because it's so much easier to use it in here, because I don't have the table space for the physical cards. I have both the deck of worlds and the story engine like decks themselves, but I just don't have in my living space a table that could fit all of this. So it's like I prefer using Tabletop Simulator to do this. It's just much easier, and I can zoom in and zoom out, right? So it's like I can look at it closer and stuff. But anyway, yeah, let me show you my Korakuni one. Here is the world. So I actually went through all of the region cards and built out this island out as world places and things like that. So like there's a lake here, and I've got a graveyard, ruined road. There's another city, and it's got a museum, a beach, and a plaza, etc. And so like this is kind of like a quick overview of it. And this one is actually the capital was the one, and so I built that out into its own thing. So this one is the capital, and for how this one works, because I know what the region is, which is city, I just use the what's these called? Landmark cards. Oops, no. Landmark cards for building out the city. So I have all of these things. I'm not going to go zoom in because I don't want to reveal a lot of stuff. But like I have advents for almost all the locations if I ever need to go back and kind of get a reference or an idea for building out a location some more. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Oh yeah, and then I was doing a solo game. Did I build in here? What is it I? Block? Did I not? I don't think I actually did anything. I thought I built out a setting for it. I thought I wrote out something for it. Oh well. Oh, and then the Discord link is expired? Oh, again? Okay. Let me get it for you. Invite people. Okay. I'll need to go fix that then. I think it's in Stream Elements. It's still invalid? What? That's weird. Your invite link will never expire. Never max, no limit. Generate a new link? It's a goofy place. Yes. Rules and info. I'm gonna try another one. Oh, I did it? Oh, okay. Okay. Awesome. Let me fix the links. And then chatbot. No, that's not timers. Is that what I'm looking for? Discord. I think it was because I was using a break. Oh, okay. Well, I updated the links anyway, so hopefully that'll fix it. Oh. Oh, right, because I was... Oh, that's so sad. I'm so sad. The cards aren't here. So this is not D&D, but there was a solo RPG I was playing called Koriko, and what I like about tabletop simulators, I can import stuff, and these were supposed to be, what's it called? Tarot cards. It's a tarot card based thing, so it's just really nice. Anyway, I am done talking about this stuff. If you want, Chestnut, I can send you, like, I can invite you if you want to use this story engine and stuff. No, I shouldn't. I should ask the creator first. Let me see if I can get his site, though, because you could get the PDF and import it yourself. The story engine. If you're interested in looking at it more, there's the link for it, so you can take a peeky if you like. Okay. Where is... There we go. You don't have Tabletop Simulator? Oh. It's not too expensive. I think it is $20, so I don't know. Oh, you're UK, I think, right? So it might be a little... I don't know if it's harder to get. I don't know how expensive it is. But I think the story engine guy is UK, I think. And so you could get the physical cards instead. Or get just the PDF and print it out yourself, too. There's a printer-friendly version if you don't want to do all the color pictures that he made for him.
Do remember to take a rest every so often while you're out investigating the town, sir. The inspector may seem like a grouch, but I've never seen a man so head over heels for his wife.
Alright. She needs tea, which I will not have, I'm pretty sure. For now, I will use the redeem here if I need it. Okay. For sure, Chestnut.
Oh, what to do, what to do? You seem troubled, Mena. May I be of any assistance to you? I'm quite troubled, as a matter of fact, and what's worse, I have no one to turn to. Well, how would you like a hot cup of tea? If nothing else, it should bring a cheer to your day. Well, I am tired of mulling over the issues, so I suppose I might as well take a break.
Even offline, I'll just redeem it? No! Chestnut, no! I don't think I get notifications if it's redeemed offline.
I don't mean to sound picky, but please keep in mind that I have certain preferences. On a day like today, I do believe a nice strong tea with a pinch of dream fluff is in order.
Strong tea. Okay. She said dream fluff and strong. Oh. Try that. Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on offline mode for now. No! Alright, I can't fill out your thing. We went there. Let's check this guy. Oh, he wants tea too. I don't have tea, y'all. I just don't have more tea. Enough tea to do your tea requests.
Full Sense used to be home to many families of noble birth, and Duke Herzen discovered a vast gold deposit on the outskirts of town which changed everything. Full Sense developed rapidly, but word of the gold brought in all sorts of unsavory types. Such a shame. This used to be such an enchanting town.
Will this guy say something different?
Full Sense, Full Sense. It's a heck of a town. Whatever you can dream, you can have it here.
That's... Okay, I'm gonna save... Hello? Can you believe that girl? Oh, no, that's the same dialogue. All right. How about you? Do you have anything? He's got tea problems. No, I cannot help you with your tea problems, sir. Gentle. I give my jacket for a relaxing cup of tea. Relax, gentle, spicy. Relax, gentle, spicy. Well, I have spicy. I do not have relax. I can't satisfy you. Hello, Afterglow Ampharos. Hello, welcome in. You've been here for an hour, Chestnut? Yeah, we spent like 30 minutes talking about D&D. And then we were talking about the puzzles and stuff, right? Hey Afterglow, or Ampharos. Do you prefer Afterglow or Ampharos? I mean, you are an Ampharos. But do you prefer being called Ampharos? Your plan worked. It was a distraction, Chestnut. It was a distraction from all the puzzles. A good 30 minutes. Afterglow, glow for short? Okay, yeah. Okay, sounds good. Okay, sir. Sir, do you have a regular... Oh, he does have a puzzle.
As much as I love antiques, I adore puzzles even more. I've got a vintage puzzle I'd love to share with you if you'd like to listen. We'd be honored to hear it. Wonderful. This puzzle involves a certain rare vase in my collection. It's on display right over there.
Okay. This vase holds 101 stones, each identical in size and feel. There are 50 black stones and 51 white stones. Now put on this blindfold, reach in, and pull out as many stones as you like. When you're finished, if you've removed an equal number of black and white stones, you'll receive a number of gold pieces equal to the number of stones you pulled out. How many stones should you remove to give yourself the best chance of removing equal numbers of stones while getting the most money possible? Layton is a fun series. Are you revisiting or new? I am revisiting Glow. I played these games when they came out. Curious Village was 2008, I think. And this game is like 2009 or 2010 or something. So it's like been a while, right? So I don't remember most of the puzzles. So it's, yeah. Oh, ads are starting. I will wait for ads. I will come back and answer it. But I do need hint coins for this. Since the stones are of the same size and feel, yes, that makes sense. The best shot you'll have at pocketing these coins is just around 50%. There's no way, yes, that makes sense. It's like whether you pull out 2 stones or 100 stones, your chance of winning. So it's 2? It's just 2?
Consider this puzzle solved.
No.
Well, I suppose you can't win them all.
It's not 2. 50? 100?
Consider this puzzle solved.
Okay.
A true gentleman leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Well done. If you remove 100 stones from the vase, only 1 will remain inside. If that remaining stone is white, it means you've successfully removed 50 stones of each color. Of course, removing just 2 stones would give you the same chance of winning the coins as removing 100 stones. But the amount of money you receive for successfully removing 100 stones dwarfs the reward you receive for 2 stones. I don't remember how much you've heard at Glow when I was talking before the ads. I have to redo this because I didn't get it. Thank you. Yes, I did do it. Thank you. I do have to redo the puzzle so I get max pick rats because I did fail if people weren't able to see in the ad break.
Deftly solved. You're quite the sharp one, aren't you?
Gonna go get my picker rats. I have a bit of a completionist thing with the pick rats where I save scum for them. But I do not save scum for hint coins. And I do not go for all of them. I try and go for all the puzzles in the story, but not the bonus puzzles, because the bonus puzzles outside of the game is like super freaking hard and I cannot solve them. Not all of them. But I try and solve all the puzzles in the storyline and go for the pick rats. I think I've missed 2 for full pick rats already though. Just because if I had saved scum for it, it would have been like a lot of story that I would have had to sit through, so that's the only thing. Okay, that's done. I forgot to turn off my phone. There we go. Also, I don't remember if in the old Layton games, the original ones, if they had autosave. But there's autosave in the new HD version, so I double save so I can ignore the autosave on one of them.
There are too many people in this town who prize gold and silver above items of real worth. In my opinion, the real treasures of Full Sense are those items that have witnessed its long history.
This guy might have a new puzzle? No save run, Chestnut. Chestnut, no. Chestnut, no. Oh, that makes my heart beat real fast. Boy, you too. Yeah, you're saying the same thing. All right. Let's go this way. Let's check everybody. Oh, she has a puzzle. Oh, so I take it you do want to come inside and look around, Ileana, do not invite a young boy into a, it's not a brothel, it's a cabaret. Do not invite a young boy into a cabaret, please, Ileana, no. No, oh, look at those red little cheeks. My, but you're shy. Here, try out this puzzle, it'll relax you. Ileana? Don't hit on this tiny young child. How old is she? Oh no. A boy and girl are chatting at a local cafe. Are you the person who saves after every 5 minutes? Whenever I change scene, I do that too. Just that I save at every I save at every screen where it has people in it. Actually, I almost save at every screen because sometimes you go to the next screen and it is a story plot line that puts you into a puzzle. So I save heavily in Professor Layton games. You're a dragon now, Glow. Worm Gang. In my other streams that do not have a vertical layout, I have little guys that walk along the bottom that are the same as in the chat. So you could see that. Looking up from his coffee, the boy says, you know, I'm 20 now, but back when I was old as you are now, you were half my current age. Neat, huh? As you can see, this boy isn't the most concise of speakers, but using what he said, how old is the girl he's chatting with? You're a dolphin now. Congratulations, Glow. Drawing a dolphin in, I think it's, I think it's 13 pixels wide. It was difficult. It was really difficult. I tried my best. You need to start a worm mafia in here. I'm 20 now, but back when I was as old as you are now, you were half my current age. How old is she? So, she's 10? 10 equals the back. Huh? Old enough to know better. Yeah. I'm assuming they're not dating. It looks like a date, though, and that's worrying me. You were half my current age? So, it's 10, right? I'm not crazy. Because she's less than 20. Right? Okay, I'm just gonna write 10. I feel like that's it.
Let's see if this works.
No, Luke, don't facepalm!
Looks like
15, Chestnut? Alright, you got it. You probably got it. You're having trouble wrapping my head around. This sounds same. Alright, let's try 15.
Let's see if this works.
Oh, Chestnut, you did it. Chestnut, you got it. Alright. What? Nice. A careful read of the puzzle reveals that when the boy was the girl's current age, her age was half of the boy's current age. The boy's current age is 20 and half of that is 10, so the girl must have been 10 back then? Huh? Once you know this and factor in the other hints, it's obvious that the girl must be 15 now? No, it's not. 10 equals 5 is half his age, and then 10 years later, it's 15. I don't still get it. I'm sorry, Chestnut. I can't. Math is hard for me, I say as a programmer. I have not helped before because I was not sure of backseating. Chestnut, you can backseat. You can 100% backseat. As long as you're not, like, spoilering things. Like, backseating for the puzzles is cool. Because I am pretty stupid. Like, if you're like, oh, I know the plot of Professor Layton, and you're like, oh, this is gonna happen next, don't do that. I don't really remember the game, so I'm trying not to do that. Never played it, so that won't be hard. Awesome. Cool. Yeah. Always good to ask first. Yes. But, Chestnut, it's cool to do backseating. Oh, you're a clever one. I love clever boys. I hate this. They make me swoon. They honestly do. Clever? Me? Oh, you're getting all red again. That's just adorable. Come back anytime. I hate this. No. Alright, I have to save scum. Ma'am. Yes. Ma'am, indeed. Stranger danger. Luke, don't go to the cabaret. I have to do her puzzle again. Oh, I'm gonna just quickly go through her dialogue. Alright, let's go. Objection! Objection indeed! I shouldn't have even done her lines, honestly. I should just skip past her dialogue, but I didn't. Okay, let's read the diary entry that she gave me. We found a new ore down in the ground that Father thinks we can refine into a precious metal. Personally, I doubt we'll be able to turn something as dull and dead as that rock into something of worth. Not that it stopped Father. Digging has advanced to the point where it's formed a massive crater under the castle. I have visions of the whole castle tumbling down into that abyss. Alright. Granny, you have anything? Granny does not have anything. No, I'm not doing tea for you, Ileana. Oh, there's a new person. Okay. Oh, water. I will do the water after I remember to save Very important. Okay. Water time. I will undo one of your hydrates, Chestnut, because I can't. I'm not gonna do 2 sippies. I only need 1 sippy. Thank you, though. All right. Chestnut, no! Chestnut, no! If you just want to do the hydrate sound, it's exclamation point water, I think. Right? Or is it? Yeah. Which will then make me think you're doing a redeem for a hydrate, to be honest. You're new. Why is everyone so quick to warn people away from the castle? I mean, what does it matter? The path there is blocked by that gate that's always locked. I take it that's the sole path to the castle then. Oh, so you actually want to go there, huh? It's a weird and scary place, but I understand the feeling. The gate does open once a day to let this old carriage through. If you hid in the bushes, you might be able to sneak in with the thing. I forced myself not to redeem it again. Just not. No! So the gate does open. Do you know anything about this carriage? You got me there, but it heads up to the castle every day at about the same time. But hey, now that you reminded me, would you mind helping a girl with a puzzle? Tug of War. Teams of horses are participating in tug of war matches. All teams are drawn from an 8-horse stable. The first 3 matches end in a draw. If you want the 4th match to result in a draw as well, which horses should be on the team pulling against E and F? Tap your picks. Here are the previous matches that ended in draws. That's a lot of letters. This girl voice scares me. Have you heard the American Valley girl accent? That is what her voice is mimicking. I'm sorry that she was scary. I've had people be like, I don't really like talking to this person when I do that Valley girl accent. It scares me deeply, Chestnut. Oh no. I will never do it again in front of you. I'm sorry, Chestnut. Okay. First 2 matches end in a draw. If you want the 4th match to result in a draw as well, which horses should be on the team pulling against E and F? Nightmares approaching. Chestnut, no. Think. What's your favorite animal? Think about happy animal that you love, and they're comforting you. Hopefully it's a furry one, because then the fur is soft and plush. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Shivers! Chestnut! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for scaring you and scarring you for so hard. I apologize. HCB versus GA. So G has a big weight. G equals 3? No, G equals 2. G equals 2. D, A, F, H, E. G equals H C B divided by A. Okay. Meowdy ho, pass. How's the goof? The goof is good. Or rather, I'm solving puzzles, so it's not quite great because I am I'm playing Professor Layton, but I am not amazing at puzzles. I am doing my best. I am doing my best. It's a horse puzzle indeed, Pass. It is a horse puzzle. Maybe I'll do A instead. Equals HCB over G. Let me erase this one. You can do it. Thank you. I'm trying to use algebra to do this. So... A also equals EFGH divided by BCD. Oh. If it's just E and F, the last one, so EF equals DA divided by H, and we know that A can equal HCB over G. I finished Uni with hopes to never look at another math question again. I'm sorry, Chestnut, but we're doing math. That H puzzle was easy. This one is just confusing, yeah. There's actually probably a very easy way to solve this, and I am overcomplicating it. Most of these puzzles are generally pretty easy to solve. There are a few where it actually does require math, but this one is probably easy, and I am just doing it the wrong way. So H, C, B, G. So this would cancel out, so it'd be DCB over G. And G equals A H C B, so that cancels out. I still have like divisions here. Is it DCB? DC. Okay, I have to hand coin this. There's no need to do any complicated calculations. Poop on you! The same horses compete several times, and since a tie means the teams are equal, think about what might happen with different matchups. I don't know. Tell me, hint coins. You can think about the results of the first and third matches in the following way. If you make some substitutions, you come up with the following. BC equals G? Huh? But that is math! That is math! Okay. The results of the second match together to infer the following. Making a substitution, get H equals A, use this to make a new team? It's just substituting? I mean, yeah, okay. What was the hint again? H equals A. H equals A. So DH equals F H E. Which means FAE? Oh, FE equals D. Okay.
Let's see if this works.
Okay, sure.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake by butt, Luke. Piece of poop. That's what it is. Way to go. Of course, other matchups might work, but the only one you can confirm will end in a tie based on this information is horse C. Thank you, Chestnut. Thank you. Hold on a second. I have to stop playing, but because I have a meeting in 30 minutes, but I am going to finish out this dialogue. I'm sorry, Chestnut. Actually, no. Chestnut, just for you, I will not continue with the scary voice for her. Oh, now I get it. Ha. That ha was really bad, though. Thanks a bunch. Like I was saying, if you want to get through that gate, sneaking in with the carriage is your best bet. But you never know what kind of dangerous stuff could be hiding in the woods, so I say stay here. Ooh, diary key. Okay, we'll read that. A fun stream. Thank you, Chestnut. Today is the day to celebrate. At long last, the girl I love has agreed to give me her hand in marriage. I must begin preparing for her arrival at once. I'll gladly change out the castle's decor if it will make her feel more at ease here. I'm also commissioning a special dress to be made for her. She's going to look stunning in it. I just know it. Okay. Alright, well, I've got quite a few viewers right now, which is great. So I'm gonna raid somebody. It's definitely me dropping in for a raid and then leaving, though. Not too great, but I'll do my best. I'll try and stick around for as long as I can. Let's see. Who do I have? Yeah, stream is ending past. I usually stream for another hour, but I have a meeting in 30 minutes, so I can't continue on. Let's let's see if there's Chestnut. It is the water sound, though. It wasn't a redeem, so that means I don't have to drink. Ha ha ha. Ah ha ha ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Alright, is anybody playing a Professor Layton game right now? We've got people in other countries. Alright, Red Mage Susie is playing Layton right now. I think they might be ahead of me, so we'll just be careful. I have to sit through the ad though. Oh, it's the first playthrough, so yeah, for sure. Don't reveal anything. All right, raid. I'm waiting for the ad on my end to finish. There we go. All right. Oh, they're playing it the DS version and not the HD version that I'm doing. So I'll see you all over there.